It's the era of the artist entrepreneur, which is a term that I think Ted Hope coined, the artist entrepreneur, and that's really apt. And that's how New Line was when I started. So I felt, oh, what a relief. I'm at home. Finally, this makes sense again. That what independent film had become didn't make sense to me. Now it makes sense. So we're at a wonderful moment where there's all kinds of new technology that's so accessible and so inexpensive. Not just to make, to produce, to edit, but to distribute. Any film, including Avatar, is going to get most of its viewership in ancillary release on video on demand, DVD, cable. So the theatrical release of any movie is basically an elaborate advertising campaign. When you've got a little film like Fly Away that has a clear identity and a clear demographic to whom it appeals and a clear target market and a social interest group that we are allied with, then you just sort of pick your battles, figure out realistically what's the economy of scale, what justifies this budget, what does it make sense to do it at, what's the least amount you can do it for, and go. Don't think that somebody's going to hand you millions of dollars for your first feature. Tell your truth in your way for the least amount of money possible. So not only did I understand that nobody was going to give me my golden ticket, but in a weird way I didn't want them to, because this is my film. I will, you never have as much creative control as when there's very little at stake. Now, with Hope, I'll be able to go forward and get more financing and work within more traditional industry sources, and I'll lose creative control to some extent. When other people are writing the checks, and the checks are for, more and more money, there's a lot more voices, and they should be at the table. It's their money. I mean, that's the other thing. I respect that, having been the person at the table who had to be accountable for the money. I'm not going in with some sense of entitlement of, like, I'm a grand auteur, just fund me. I mean, that sort of, frankly, that attitude kind of repels me. We are also sponsored by a 501c3, Filmmakers Alliance, so that people can make donations to our film as a special project of this nonprofit organization.
So tell us how we can make those.
Okay.
Use this.
Yes, absolutely. On our website, www.flyawaymovie.com. On our website, there's a menu item you can click marked Donate, and your contribution will be 100% tax deductible. A percentage of that will go to Filmmakers Alliance, the nonprofit, and the rest then goes to us. So through a combination of donations, tax-deductible donations, and then investments, for-profit investments, we've cobbled together the budget. And as I said, until a week before we started shooting, I thought that we had 12 days, and then we ended up having 14 days. It's just you keep going, you keep going, you keep going. This is not for the faint of heart.
Wow.
But it's fun, it's alive, and it's problem solving, and you're in the mud.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.